Journalizing transactions. Let's assume the following transactions took place. On January 2nd, the business purchased a machine for $15,000, paid $3,000 upfront and the rest on account. By analyzing this transaction, assets increase in the form of machine by $15,000 and decrease in the form of cash by $3,000. On the other side of the accounting equation, accounts payable increases by $12,000. The two sides of the equations are now balanced. But what if the values are not that straight and simple? I mean, rounded up. Let's assume different values. Let's say the machine is for $14,364 and that the business paid $2,950 in cash and the rest on account. It would be difficult to make sure that both sides balances without placing them side by side and checking the sum. On the other hand, there is no place to write any details regarding the check that is drawn or a description of the machine, etc. Keeping track of all the transactions in this format is not practical. To capture all such details in one place and to make it easy to find and review these transactions easily, transactions are recorded chronologically. Then all the accounts involved in the transactions are captured. To make it easily readable and to follow a consistent procedure, accounts that are debited are listed first and close to the date column, while accounts that are credited are listed later and a bit away from the date column. Then the debit and credit values are entered against each account. Then a description of the details of the transaction is written and the transaction is separated by drawing a line. To illustrate, let's apply to the previous transaction. The date is written first, then because equipment is the debit account, it is recorded first and towards the date column. The value of the equipment is recorded in the debit side. Later, the cash is credited, so it is written a bit towards the right and then its value is recorded in the credit column. Then the accounts payable is written under the cash entry and also its value is recorded in the credit column. A description is then written to describe what happened and to give more details about the transaction. Then a line is drawn to separate this transaction from the following one. Common mistakes. You cannot start with an account that is debited, then recorded an account that is credited, then add another account that is debited. All the accounts that are debited should be recorded first, followed by those accounts that are credited. Another common mistake, you cannot start with the accounts that are credited first. Rather, you should start with all the accounts that are debited first, followed by the accounts that are credited.